Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal. The moon has just entered in Capricorn. Yesterday, I comment about this. But what is interesting, it is that the moon is entering in a square with Neptune in Aries. Neptune is very new in this sign. So it is interesting to notice how these aspects could be felt. And this square could invite us to get deep in how our objectives, our goals, the things that we are investing our efforts, if they are truly connected to our inner self. If we feel that all of that is responding to the function, our function of the soul. If you haven't discovered which is that function, it is just about being present, and understanding if those goals, those things that you are building are actually aligned with your essence, at least right here, right now. And also the focus that we are giving to the process. We can detect that if there is conflict, inner conflict or not. And if there is inner conflict, so we have to evaluate what is originating that. We don't have, but it is good to do it. It is about understanding what we need right now, because the moon speaks to us of our emotional needs, to feel that we are corresponding, that we are uniting to our inner self, that is Neptune, unity. Beyond what could be happening externally, because conjunctions between the Sun and Uranus, this is the last one, could mean for many people to go through changes or chaotic situations that are not meant to be controlled, but that we have to learn. We have to learn how to go through them. On the other side, tomorrow, Venus in Aries, it is coming out of its shadow period because it's starting to go through new mathematical degrees. We have to remember that Venus was retrograde in March, and it reached only the degree 10 with 40 minutes of Aries. So this is having an influence in what is happening in Taurus, because Venus is the regent of that sign. Therefore, there are things that are obtaining like a definition regarding relationships, value, resources, self-love. Perhaps because we are the ones that we are deciding that, or perhaps because life is pushing us to do so. And well, everything with Venus is about reconnecting with plenitude, with the fulfillment, with the enjoyment of the things as they are presenting. And I know that there could be a lot of external situations that could generate different inner states that are making us feel far away from this. But we can do conscious choices to create spaces in which we are giving value to ourselves, taking care of ourselves, or taking care of whatever thing that we give value to. Or with Venus in Aries, we take action to open the way in experiences that could really connect us to motivation. And as I was saying yesterday, not everything is about big decisions. Of course, a conjunction between Uranus and the Sun could be a moment of big decisions, but also the tiny things of the daily life, with Venus in Aries, could be choosing to move our body, to invest that high energy in something, in an energetical way, creating something that we like, or doing something different, opening the way, that those little things are renewing the energy, and they bring us to the present. So with the Sun and Uranus, these days could have represented discomfort, perhaps only internal, perhaps internal and external situations that are creating like disorder, because there is a restructuration that we need to do. And what we are transiting is leading us to settle in the actualizations and perhaps crisis that we have experimented with the passage of Uranus in here. Crisis like an opportunity of evolve, a crisis to recognize our authenticity, how we need to give value to ourselves, we need to give value to the things that surround us, because in the phases of greater stability, and the phases where not many things are happening, many times people are waiting for the movement, are totally focused in the future, waiting for the changes. And later, after going through moments of chaos, we learn to value those phases of stability. um, and also, of course, that when the cosmic intelligence is manifesting movements and experiences that are taking us away from the comfort zone or the known spaces, it is more linked with this. I don't think too much. I don't agree with the comfort zone concept, because the comfort zone stops to be comfort once we know that we have to move out from there. But well, it could be the life or that ourselves, we are choosing the to move from those spaces, but many times we know that this is presented by experiences that perhaps we aren't choosing, we aren't desiring. So when we can really surrender, this means to stop to fight what is happening, to stop resisting what is happening, and we integrate what life is offering. I think that we can also extract great value. Perhaps it's the value of a learning, of a discovering, of something that is retiring because it wasn't evolutionary, and also for the things that are coming to us because they are part of our path too, and they can accompany us. And also like finding a key to access to our inner freedom beyond the circumstances. I think this could also be something about Uranus. So I'm just leaving this message today. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.